Hello, and in today's video we will be testing Mistsplitter. We will give this weapon to the different characters and we'll see how damage will improve compared to the free-to-play variants. Why Mistsplitter one of the best weapons in the game? Let's find out. Mistsplitter. And this weapon from the times when miHoYo was doing really good universal weapons that can be used by many characters and not specified on one signature user. And even if you don't have Ayaka, you can still pull for this weapon to make your account stronger overall. And today we will test how much exactly. We already tested this weapon on Priest Ayaka in my previous videos, but in the end of the video we will test this weapon on Melt Ayaka. And what users besides Ayaka can use this weapon? Keqing. We will be testing Keqing in Aggravate team, and I like to use double Electro and double Dendra for the resonance. Here we have Nahida as Dendra applicator, Yaoyawa as a healer, and Sarah, dedicated Electro buffer. And we'll be comparing Mistsplitter with the best free-to-play options, Lion's Roar. This weapon has pretty strong passive, and actually not many 5-star weapons can beat it damage-wise. So let's see how strong Lion's Roar is. Starting with Nahida, Yaoyawa, Sarah's skill and burst, Keqing's skill, couple of normals, Keqing's burst, and the last hit of burst 59, almost 60k. We'll be comparing last hit of the burst because it doesn't have an ICD and it's easy to measure the damage. And now let's give Mistsplitter to Keqing. And this weapon fits Keqing perfectly, not only design-wise, but she can utilize every stat and passive from this weapon. And let's see how much damage improvement we're getting. So Nahida, Yaoyawa, Sarah's skill and burst, Keqing's skill, couple of normal attacks, Keqing's burst, and the last hit 70k. Around 10,500 increase for the burst last hit. So it's 17.5% damage increase. But actually more because we doesn't have 100% uptime on Electro status for Lion's Roar passive. And now let's go for the second character, Bennett. And we will be testing support Bennett in Raiden's national team. Bennett's attack buff based on how much base attack does he have. And for the long time best free-to-play weapon for him was Festering Desire. But this weapon was from limited event and if you missed this weapon like me, there is no way of getting it. But right now we have another craftable free-to-play option, Sapwood Blade. It has pretty high base attack for the 4-star and even passive can be utilized in some teams. So let's see how much damage our team will be doing with Sapwood Blade. So starting with Bennett, Xingqiu, Goba, Shangling's burst, Raiden's burst, 123k, and Shangling vaporized for 32k. And we will be measuring these two characters. Alright, let's give Mistsplitter to Bennett, and Mistsplitter has pretty high base attack even for the 5-star weapon. And we have 109 base attack increase compared to Sapwood Blade. And let's see how much damage increase our team get. So Bennett, Xingqiu, Goba, burst, 129, and Shangling vaporized for 34k. And for some reason I thought this would be more. We have only 6,000 increase for the Raiden's burst and 2k increase for the Shangling's vaporize. It's around 5-7% damage increase, but actually this is for the team, not only one character. And now let's go further. Traveler. And Traveler is the first character that we're getting in this game, and he is the sword user. And I remember the time when we was one cycling Golden Wolford in Spiral Abyss with the Dendra Traveler. And I was thinking, imagine if we have Mistsplitter, but we successfully beat this challenge with the free-to-play weapons. And the best free-to-play weapon for the main DPS Dendra Traveler is Toukabo Shiguri. Let's just call it Umbrella Sword. And the team that I'm liking to use is Traveler, Nahida, Dori as the healer, and Sarah. And let's see at the damage output of this team. Nahida, Dori burst, Dori skill, Sarah skill, Sarah's burst, Traveler burst, Traveler skill 70 Now I'm quick swapping to Dori, then quick swapping to Sarah, and Traveler again, 97k. Yes, we'll be measuring Traveler skills in this team. Time to upgrade. Traveler gets Mistsplitter. Even though we're not utilizing Mistsplitter passive 100%, but overall stats increase will be huge. Let's see at the damage increase. So Nahida, Dori, Sarah to buff, Traveler's Burst, Traveler's skill 101. Nice, nice. Quick swap into Dori, quick swap into Sarah, and the second skill 105. It's actually hard to measure damage increase in this team because we have a lot of dynamics buff. But it's around 10 and 20% increase. And let's go for the next character. Xingqiu. And this team looks like Nahida National/Virgin team, but it's not. It's Xingqiu Vaporized team. And this team actually one of my favorite teams in the entire game right now. This team has absurdly insane amount of damage, and the best weapon for Xingqiu in this team is Lion's Roar, because we'll have 100% uptime on pyro application. So let's see at the damage output. Applying Dendro with Nahida, starting burning, Shangling, Xingqiu's burst, couple of normal attacks, skill, double vaporize, 163 plus 100 HP5 for the skill vaporize and 33k for the burst hit vaporize. That's already insane. Alright, let's give Xingqiu Missplit. And because my Bennett is C6, we will fully utilize Mistsplitter passive. Okay, are you ready for what happened next? So applying Dendro, Bennett's burst, applying Pyro, Xingqiu burst, couple of normal attacks, skill double vaporize again, and the 46 vaporize for the burst fourth hit. What the heck is going on? I'm just speechless, you've seen everything. And it's not just damage per screenshot team, it's fully usable team. You can check my previous video. And now let's go further. Ayaka. Freeze Ayaka is not only way to play Ayaka. You can play Melt Ayaka. And Shangling Pyro application is already enough to make Ayaka melt. And my favorite Ayaka Melt team is Ayaka, Sucrose, Shangling and Bennett. And the best free-to-play weapon for the Melt Ayaka is against Lion's Roar. People love to underestimate these damage increased passives. So let's see at the damage with Lion's Roar. So applying Cryo, Swirling Cryo, Bennett, Shangling, Ayaka Sprint, Ayaka's Burst, Ayaka Skill, 133k for the skill and 66k for the Burst Vaporize. Damage is already really huge. And now let's give back Ayaka her signature weapon. And of course she will be utilizing this weapon 100%. And let's see at the damage increase. So applying Cryo, Swirling Cryo, Sucrose Burst, Bennett's Burst, Goba, Shangling, Shangling Sprint, couple of normal attacks, Burst, skill, 145k skill and 76k vaporize for the burst tick. So we're getting between 10 and 16k damage increase. So let's go for the next one. Kaeya. My Kaeya is only level 40 and first I thought that I want to skip this damage comparison. But then I thought my Kaeya is level 40 and let's see how much damage can deal level 40 character. And the team that I wanted to test is Melt Kaeya with double Cryo and double Pyro. It's similar to Melt Ayaka, but instead of Swirling Cryo, we'll be quick swapping between Kaeya and Shenhe. And as I've tested, Umbrella Sword works really good in this team. And we'll be using it as a free-to-play option. And let's see at the damage with Umbrella Sword. Starting with Shenhe, Shenhe's skill, Bennett's burst, Goba, Shangling's burst, normal attack with Kaeya and then burst, 47k skill, and I've seen some 30k melts with burst. Pretty nice damage for the level 40 character. And now let's go for the Mistsplitter. And yes, we will be utilizing Mistsplitter passive 100% because of the Bennett C6. Alright, let's go. Shenhe burst, Shenhe skill, Bennett's burst, Goba, Shangling's burst, normal attack, Kaeya's burst, Kaeya skill, 52k. And again 30k melt for the burst tick. Here we have a lot of dynamics buff and I think that's the reason why burst melt was the same amount. but for the skill it was around 10% more damage increase. Honorable mentions. These were the characters that I have and I love to use, but there are some other characters that can utilize this weapon too. Jhin. If you want to make main DPS or strong sub DPS Jhin, you can use this weapon on Jhin too. Jhin scales with attack and has high multipliers. So high base attack, crit damage and elemental damage bonus will be really in handy. Yes, will not utilize Mistsplitter passive 100%, but this weapon will still increase your damage really good. For the support Jhin I'm not recommended because you will need to solve her energy problems. Ayaka. Of course, Ayaka's brother can use this weapon too. Ayaka has elemental infusion and can use Mistsplitter passive 100%. Yes, he has some HP scaling and Primordial Jade Cutter or his signature weapon will be better on him. But Mistsplitter is still good weapon for him. Alhaitham. Yes, Alhaitham has a lot of elemental mastery scaling, and he will not benefit from the Mistsplitter high base attack. But he has elemental infusion and will use Mistsplitter passive 100%, and he plays with spread reaction. And spread reaction damage can be increased with critical damage bonus and elemental damage bonus, which Mistsplitter have. Yes, his signature weapon will be better choice for him, but Mistsplitter is usable too. So, thank you for the watching, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.